Hello students! So this little mini lesson or mini video is going to be about multiplying two binomials. So again, hopefully everyone remembers what a binomial is. Binomial is a type of polynomial that has two terms. I'm going to show you two particular methods that you can use for multiplying two binomials. The first method that I'm going to show you is the FOIL method. So hopefully you guys remember or have discussed in a previous math class the FOIL method, F-O-I-L. That's an acronym that stands for first, outer, inner, and last. It can only be used for multiplying two binomials. So let's say that we were looking at this example here, and again we have one binomial and it's multiplied times another binomial here. So with the FOIL method, it's sort of like a way of distributing. So imagine that there was only this negative 6x there, right? We already know that we would have to multiply this negative 6x times both of those, right? But anyway, this particular multiplication here, it is the I in the FOIL method. And again, the I stands for inner. So it is the two inner terms that you're multiplying. This multiplying part right here with the negative 6 multiplied times the 3x is known as the L. That's multiplying and distributing the negative 6x to both of these. Again, the two inner terms, that's the I when you multiply those two, and then the two last terms, because negative 6 is the last one in this binomial, and negative 3 is the last one in this binomial. Okay, when you get ready to multiply or distribute the 3x cubed to both of the terms over here, this multiplying part here is known as the first, because these two are the first, are the two first terms. It's the first one in this binomial, and this one is the first one in this binomial. And the last thing here, this one is your outer. Okay, and it's the outer one because you're multiplying these two outer terms. It's about the positioning of them. So the two outer ones are 3x cubed, and it's multiplied times negative 3x. And so again, I don't have to write what I'm about to write, but just so you can, for those who may not be able to tell based on looking at, okay, what in the world is all of that, Mr. Targi? I'm just going to write out what's happening for the F part of it. For the F part of it, you're multiplying 3x cubed times negative 3x. For the O part of it, you are multiplying 3x cubed times negative, For the F part of it, you are multiplying 3x cubed times negative 2x squared. For the O part of it, you are multiplying 3x cubed times negative 3x. For the I part, you are multiplying negative 6x times negative 2x squared. And then finally, for the L part of it, you are multiplying negative 6x times negative 3x. Once you technically know, like by heart, by mind, actually by memory, how to use the FOIL method, you don't have to write all of this out, because you'll be able to look at it and you'll be able to say, okay, I'm multiplying my 3x cubed times this, and then I'm going to multiply my 3x cubed times that. Okay, so you're going to just do it. Okay, so you're going to do 3x cubed times negative 2x squared. Okay, that gives us negative 6x to the fifth. You're going to do 3x cubed times negative 3x. That gives you negative 9x to the fourth. Okay, so that handles multiplying your 3x cubed. Okay, that's the F and the O. All right, and then you're going to distribute the negative 6x. All right, so negative 6x times negative 2x gives you positive 12x to the third. Okay, and then negative 6x times negative 3x gives you positive 18x squared. Okay. So again, when you write it all out with your F, O, I, and L, there we go. We've used the FOIL method. Again, it's just a way to possibly help you remember that you're distributing not only just the negative 6x to both of those, but you're also distributing the 3x cubed to both of these terms. Okay. So the second method that we're going to look at for multiplying two binomials is extended distribution. Again, it's really the same thing as using the FOIL method, or it gives you the same result. It just depends on which way you're going to prefer doing. So pretty much with extended distribution, we know that we need to distribute. So let's say that we wanted to distribute the A first. And we want to distribute this A to both of the terms that are in the other polynomial. Where we do it like this. All right? So that's one part here that's being distributed into that second polynomial. Okay? Make sense? Good. Awesome. And then you also want to distribute this positive B. Okay? And I'll do a couple of examples to see how this could be a little different. So you want to distribute this B into those as well. Okay, again, it may look a little abstract looking at it this way, so again, we're going to show you a few examples. So let's say that we were going to look at this example here, where you have these two binomials being multiplied. Again, folks, what we did before with the FOIL method can only be used with multiplying two binomials. This method can be used with any polynomials, no matter how many terms you're multiplying by what. So let's do this. Let's take that first term here and let's distribute it to these two. Your x to the third minus 7. Okay. And now let's take this term and let's distribute it. And I didn't have to switch up the variables, but you'll probably see stuff like that on your final exam. So let's see. You guys remember what we do here? Remember that you multiply your coefficients, and if the bases are the same, you add the exponent. These two bases are not the same. Okay? So we just have to write them separately. Okay, so again, that would wind up being negative 3y squared x cubed. All right, when we do negative 3y squared times negative 7, all we have to do there is multiply the numbers together, negative 3 times negative 7, which gives us positive 21. And we still have that y squared there. Okay, the next part, where we distribute the 5 there, that should be very simple. 5x cubed. And then distribute the 5 to the negative 7, negative 35. So let's say we had this example here, second example for doing the extended distribution. So we want to take this 6x and we want to distribute it times both of the terms in this second binomial. And we also want to take the negative 9x squared and we want to distribute that into the x to the 4th plus 3. So when we do this, 6x times x to the 4th, and again, that's the same, and this part here is the same thing as the first when we were doing the FOIL method. So multiplying the two first terms, 6x times x to the 4th, it gives you 6x to the 5th power. Remember that when you're multiplying these, and they do have the same base, because again, the base here is x, and that has the same base. Remember that you add the exponents. You're multiplying, and they have the same base. Okay, that product property for exponents. All right, and then 6x times 3 gives you 18x. Okay, the negative 9x squared times x to the 4th gives you negative 9x to the 6th power. And then negative 9x squared times 3 gives you negative 27x squared. Technically, this is the answer, but again, folks, I've asked you to write all of your answers or results in standard form. And remember, standard form means that it has to be ordered or written in particular order, where your exponents are written from highest to lowest. So again, the highest exponent is 9x to the 6th power. The next highest exponent is 6x to the 5th. Next highest is negative 27x squared. And then the last one, only thing left, is 18x. That's it, folks. I hope that this has been helpful. For most, this should be a review. If it is new to you, I do hope that it has helped you. Or if it was a review, I hope that it's helped you too. That's all.